What is going on, y'all? It's your boy, Larry Long Jr., back again for this week's Midweek, Midday Motivational Minute. I cannot believe it's episode number 34 for the year. When you look at the numbers, we're 65%. Yes, 65% of the way through 2025 as we try to thrive in 2025. I can't believe that it's episode number 278 overall for the midweek, midday motivational minute. I am feeling fulfilled. I am feeling so good. Just got back last night from Orlando. Had the opportunity to hang out with the HR Florida folks, the HR professionals from all over Florida, which was amazing. I think my LinkedIn stream went down. Oh, well, we're going to keep this thing moving and shaking. But what I loved was getting to hang out with so many driven, so many amazing, just heart-filled, amazing HR professionals from across Florida. And I get to go back in a few weeks to my HR professionals in Broward County, down there in Miami as well. I cannot wait. And I got to connect with so many of my speaker friends. I see you, Jan Spence. It was great seeing you. I see you, Camaria Scott, holding it down. And I see you, John Petts, the living legend, CSP, CPAE. It was great hanging out with you. Great meeting Christina. And such a small world that your daughter was hanging out with my daughter at the NSA Youth Leadership Conference. And John, I just got to say thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you for being so welcoming of me, sharing so many insights and giving me that shout out from the stage. That meant so much. I'm honored, I'm privileged, and it's my pleasure to have those opportunities to serve. Now, last week we talked about hard work. We talked about doing the hard rowing and not crying or complaining about the results we're not getting from the work that we're not doing. Now, today's topic, watch out now, this one is a game changer. And this one came from a conversation last night. I had a layover in Nashville, good old Nash Vegas, and I ran into a former colleague of mine, Chris Fearer. What's going on, Chris? And we had an amazing conversation, and this is really a game changer. I said, Chris, what are you learning right now? What are you learning from life, personally and professionally? And the game changer, the mic drop that he shared with me is that what got you here won't get you there. For the people in the back, can you hear me now? What got you here won't get you there. Yeah, let that simmer. Let that marinate. Because, hey, I'm going to give it up to you. Yes, you. Tough people are greater than tough times. You've done incredible work. You've done an amazing job to get to where you are right now. I know that you have continued success. And let's celebrate that. Yeah, let's recognize that, because you didn't just stumble across your current situation of having success. You put in the effort, you put in the time, you were grinding, you were building those skills, building those relationships, those habits, those daily disciplines to get you where you are. And you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. But here's the truth. The same old will get you the same old by having the same old routine, staying in your comfort zone, running the same plays and leveraging that same playbook. Houston, we have a problem. That's not how you level up tomorrow. What got you here won't get you there. Sometimes success can trick us into feeling safe and sound and comfortable. Yeah, don't let it happen to you. I'm here. If it ain't broke, break it. Shake it, flip it upside down, flip it and reverse it. I encourage you to get out of your comfort zone. I don't want you to stop growing. The world around us is changing. The world is changing, whether you know it or not. Technology is shifting. Chat GPT and generative AI, Larry GPT. The opportunities are moving. Who's that at the door? Who is it? Opportunity is a knocking. Are you ready? The challenges are evolving. And if we're not ready, and if we're not willing to evolve too, guess what? We might get left behind. We might go extinct like the dinosaurs, and we don't want that. Because guess what? If you're not growing, you're not just standing still. You're, I've fallen and I can't get up. You're falling behind. You've got to evolve in your business, both personally and professionally. It got me thinking, my conversation with Chris, as a leader, wanting to be a leader, desiring to be a leader, as a speaker, I've had to be very mindful and seek specific counsel. I was able to connect with my speaker coach, Taylor Lunan. It was great catching up with you, Taylor and Nicole. And I appreciate you giving me so many different ideas. My conversation last night with Chris, so many ideas. Ideas are good, but action is great. So now I'm trying to figure out my action plan of what I can do as a result of that information. John Petz, a legend, Hall of Famer, thank you for sharing so many tips of your success, so many keys to you having success in this business. How do we continue to evolve? How do we continue to look for those opportunities to innovate? Because what got us here won't get us there. It's those moments of change, and we're at it right now. Right now, on August the 27th, we have so much opportunity. Those moments of being intentional with our decisions to evolve and to innovate, those are what's going to spark up the opportunity for us to level up, to take it to a whole nother level. Now, I want you to know that growth is not always about adding more. And this was pretty much a theme over the past 4 days. Sometimes growth is about doing less intentionally. I'll tell you what I mean. So I was speaking with Taylor, and her partner, Nicole, said, hey, Larry, why don't you map out all the different revenue streams and services you can provide? And then why don't you go through and scratch through those things that don't serve you, that don't support you, that don't give you life and fill your cup? So it's not about doing more. It's about cutting out those distractions. It's about cutting out those commitments that don't necessarily align with the vision and the mission that you're on. And I'm talking to myself right now because I'm going through this evolution right now. It's cutting out that noise, those things that take your time, your energy, your resource, and they're not moving the ball forward in a space that really aligns and lifts you up. So I want you to think about, where can you cut the clutter? Where can you make space for clarity? Because when you've got clarity, guess what? You can lock in on those things that really matter, those priorities. I think they call them the KPIs, key performance indicators, and key drivers in your life. So I want you to think about, what are your top 2 to 3 priorities, those real difference makers, those real needle movers, that if you were to focus on them with your full energy, you were all in, you were playing all out, you were committed, they would take your business, they would take your career, they would take your relationships and your life to that next level. I'm going to give you some space. What are those top 2 to 3 things that right now you could do that would take you to a whole nother level? Because it's not about juggling 27 balls in the air. It's about identifying those 2 to 3 critical, those key drivers that really matter. It's taking the bull by the horn. Yeah, I feel you, Deanna Jones. Taking that bull by the horn, grabbing them tight and giving them your very best on a daily basis. It's that daily discipline, not that Monday motivation. Thankfully, it's a wonderful Wednesday. Because guess what? Focus is your superpower. Distraction, oh, purple squirrel. Oh, orange squirrel. Distraction is your kryptonite. Now, yeah, I know I'm flossing. I got the beautiful bow tie on. If you can't see it, it's got lemons on it, because when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I got to give a shout out to my stylist that's got me looking so fresh and so clean. I know that she joined on IG. I love you, baby. I see you out the window walking tippy. Nothing but love for you, baby. I don't know if y'all know, but essentially having a supportive partner is so important to having success, having that team around you. And I'm just blessed. I count my blessings each and every day that my baby girl, my wife, Maria, not only keeps me fresh and so clean, but she also keeps me focused. She also lifts me up when I'm feeling down, which is so important. So, hey, here goes your Jolt challenge for the day. We talked about outlining 2 to 3 actions that we could focus on that would take us to the next level. But I want to take it a step further. What's one distraction, one thing that right now you could cut out, and by cutting it out, it'll take you to the next level? For me, I hired a virtual professional. to help me with my research. My coach, Kristen Frade, she said, Larry, your time is not best spent doing research. It's important, but it's not important and urgent and the best use of your time. So I've been able to farm that out. My virtual professional, Lee, nothing but love for you, Lee, down in the Philippines, is doing great work with my social media. Now, I'm LinkedIn Larry. I handle my LinkedIn, but she helps me out with my YouTube, with my Facebook, my IG, and even my TikTok around the clock. Come on now. So for you, because this isn't about me, this is about you. What's that one thing that you got to cut in? And you got to make some tough choices. I know it might not be easy, but if life was easy, everyone would be flossing. Everyone would be leveling up. So for you, what's that one thing that you need to cut? What are those 2 to 3 top priorities for the next 30 days? Let's just look out into September because, yeah, we're getting into those burr months. You're like, burr months? What you talking about, Willis? It's a beautiful 80-degree day in Raleigh. Yeah, burr. September. October, November, and December, they're upon us. We are in the home stretch of 2025, and I just want to provide you with that support to thrive in 2025 and beyond. I want to help support you. I want to help you commit to taking action on those drivers, distractions, cutting the distractions, focusing on those 2 to 3 things. We'll call that our 1, 2, 3, cutting the one distraction, focusing on the 2 or 3 things to take our game to the next level. That's it. It's simple, it's clear, and it's focused. And if you can really hone in, and if you can execute at a high level, which I know you can do, in the words of that great philosopher, J.J. Walker, your life will be dynamite. Yeah, I know some of y'all were like, hold up, where's he going with this? The great philosopher, J.J. Walker, what you talking about, Willis? I don't know what I'm talking about, but I certainly hope that you realize what got you here won't get you there. Hall of Fame speaker, I had the opportunity to go in his achiever circle, Mark LeBlanc. He has a statement that I love. No change, no change. If you don't change, you can't expect change to just magically happen. They call me black magic, but it ain't magic. You got to put in that work. You've got to be intentional. So my encouragement as we wrap up on this beautiful August the 27th day, 63. Yeah, I think we are 65% of the way through 2025. My encouragement is for you to keep evolving, for you to keep looking at where you can cut out those distractions, and keep focused on what matters most to you. I encourage you to do it and watch out now to see the heights that you will climb. I appreciate you tuning in. Nothing but love for you. Wishing you all the best, continued success, and keep living your best life and your blessed life. I will see you next week when we are in September. And I got to tell you, not only am I fulfilled from HR Florida, I had the Wake Med Foundation board meeting. And just the amazing work that's being done. The president, Donald Ginsig, gave us so many great updates about what's going on within the community hospital, how we're serving all. We've got the courage to confront crisis, a $50 million fundraise to build a mental health, which is really whole health, facility to support our communities, which is much needed. So if you want to come on aboard, if you want to support, just reach out to me. We're doing some great things in our beautiful community. We are lifting up the community, serving the community to create a better place for those that come behind us, for my kids, for your kids, your family members. We want to make sure that when we leave this earth, we leave it better than when we came. And that takes action. It takes intentionality. It takes focus, and it takes getting rid of those distractions. So I wish you all the best. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. Make it a wonderful week. Guess whose choice it is? That's right. That person in the mirror. It's your choice. And we will see you on the flip side. IG, nothing but love for you. Thank you so much. To my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my Facebook peeps, nothing but love for you as well. Wishing you all the best, and we will see you next week. So thanks again, and I'll holler at you. Peace. All right, IG, I'll holler at you. Oh, goodness. All right, now YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Peace.